Well, that was weird. Guess I'm gonna have to start all the way back up. I don't know what was going on. That was really weird. That was really weird. Anyway, we'll start back over with the ViperVox Fortis. About how much I love this knife. How great it is. How it feels in the hand. Very good ergonomics. Very good knife. If you got, chunky hands like I do, fits very well. Got plenty of real estate. Now it does have a crowned, as you can see, the spine of the knife is crowned, what they call crowned, which is rolled over. So there's no jimping back there. It's very smooth. But, it's not a hard use knife. It's meant to look pretty. And that it does. It looks very pretty. Won't spend a lot of... Son of a bitch. Went through this whole damn thing, and for some reason my camera paused. I don't know. It's fucking weird. Anyway, but yeah, that's the ViperVox Fortis. One of the... And again, you can find this knife, Blade HQ, places like that. For, again, this is not the satin, but this is the stonewash blade for about $214, $215 in that area somewhere. But you can find the satin blade for $260 to like $280. Personally, I had the satin, liked the satin. Satin was good. But I kind of like this. Oh, centering is dead perfect on this bad boy. They are made in Italy. And again, it takes a little bit of effort. Flip it out, does drop shut. So the detent's a little soft, but that's okay. Alright, moving on. Then featured this one, but this is the VDK War Admiral. Again, there's VDK. And it is a numbered knife. It is number 29 out of 100. We're outside. Sorry about the swatting. Got gnats and shit flying around. M390 steel. I don't know. Maybe y'all can see that M390 steel. Just an all-around really good knife. I like that it's numbered. I like all that. Sharp as shit. I mean, this thing is shaven sharp. Moving on from there, we're going to go to... we're going to go here. Yeah, we're going to go there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is a beauty. This is a beauty. Ooh. You hear that? Kind of a sneak peek. Ooh. Let's do it again. Ooh. Now, this is true fashion here, boys. This is... As you can see, it's a Hinderer design. I think you can already see it is a ZT. Very awesome, awesome knife. And it is the 562 Ti. Ti standing for titanium. Hinderer design. Again, another amazing blade. And the detail on this thing. That took no effort. I mean, look at that. No effort. I just barely put my finger on that. That is not squishy at all. That is dead solid. D10 is phenomenal. You can tell it's not assisted. Because, if you close it, not assisted. But look at that. But look at that detent. Look at that. It's almost like a half-stop detent right there. I mean, that thing is insane. Oh, excellent. I think you can find these right around $288, $289, somewhere in that. Got it from Amazon. It is authentic. Be careful. Be careful who you buy from on Amazon. There are fakes. This is a 100% authentic version. The 562 Ti, one of my favorite. This thing is phenomenal. Comes standard with a deep carry clip, as you can see. And this is a phenomenal blade, guys. Phenomenal. highly suggest you go grab yourself one of these. Highly suggest it. Love this knife. I mean, let's just be honest. ZT is where it's at. And last but not least, certainly not least, this one. Let's talk a little bit about this one. This is Spyderco. Let's talk Spyderco for a minute. Spyderco is a phenomenal company. Love them. They do this thing called the Op Focus. The Op Focus is where, as a military veteran, I get 50% off of 10 knives per year. Any knife I want, any product I want, I get 10% off of it, or 50% off of it. So let's say I want to go buy a brand new whatever. We'll just say a Manix 2 S110V, hint. Let's just say that, let's just say I want that. Let's say it's $280 on their website. I can get it for $140. That's insane. $140. Anyway, let's get to it. Here it is. Spyderco Manix 2, lightweight edition. Not a big fan of the lightweight. And the reason, if you see here, guys, if you're not really familiar with knives, this is what they call a pinned knife. You see that? There's no screws. These are pins. That's riveted together. And then the only screw you have is where the pivot is, right there. There's 2 screws where the pivot is. But the blade steel on this bad boy, S110V, amazing knife. Like ergonomics. If you get the G10 version, the ergonomics on it are incredible. I mean, look at that. Can't beat it. I mean, it's an amazing knife. I typically don't like small knives, and this is small for me. This is actually really, really small. As you can see, I like bigger knives. I like longer blades. But this is actually one of my favorite all-around EDC knives. Even the G10 version, which is heavy as hell. Had one. It was stolen too. I know, I'm an idiot. Go ahead and say it. I'm a fucking moron. I know, I've heard it all before. Anyway, again, guys, go pick yourself up a Spyderco Manix 2 G10. Get the G10 version. You'll see what I'm talking about. Absolutely phenomenal knife. And customizing it, the options are almost endless. You're not going to get so many options to customize the lightweight version as much unless you blade swap it. Which is what I want a G10, like a G10 S30V. That way I can blade swap. And which will be perfect. If I could blade... Ow, that hurt. And they come factory sharp as shit. I mean, again, a full flat grind. Been doing some cutting with it, which is okay. Perfectly alright. But, it flips. It flips like nobody's business, and then give it a nice little Spidey flick. But personally, I just like to use the thumb. Everybody's all about the Spidey flick. But I just personally like to use the thumb. But this is an all-around, really spectacular knife. Again, if you're going to get a really good EDC knife, everyday carry, I highly recommend the G10. I highly recommend all the knives that you guys have seen, but especially the Spyderco. Spyderco, their blade steel options are, BDN1 or, I think it's BDN1 or BD1N. There we go, BD1. BD1 it's an alright steel, pretty good, for the money. But S10V is where it's at, boys. I tell you right now. I do not want a Manix unless I can get it in S110V. The reason being is because of of how long the edge holds up. Sorry, spit on myself there. That was embarrassing. Anyway, I don't edit these, so you're gonna see that. Fuck it, right? Hey, you get to see me real. Um, but again, highly recommend these guys. But I recommend the G10 version a little bit more. I mean, if a lightweight knife is your thing and you don't mind not being able to change out the scales or any of that crap like that, then I would recommend the lightweight. Because it is super light. I mean, this thing is a couple ounces at the most. I mean, it is phenomenal. It really, it's a nice knife. It really is. But if I had to go any direction, I would definitely go with a G10. Had a G10 version, same color, blue. Love the blue. The blue's awesome. And again, it just, utility purposes, you cannot go wrong. You just cannot go wrong with an S110B blade. You just can't. It's a bitch to sharpen, but it holds an edge for a long time. Long time. That edge is going to be there for a while. And I was cutting potatoes with this thing, and I have a glass top range in there. I mean, no chips on the edge whatsoever. No chips, no deformations, no nothing. The G10 version, in fact, processed catfish. My father-in-law used it to process catfish. Cutting bones, cutting through a lot of stuff. No chips, no nothing. I mean, you could still shave with it. I mean, yeah, you can shave with this one too. It's popping. Woo, popping hairs right now. Yeah, she's popping hairs. And look at that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but she's popping hairs. She's popping hairs for sure. A little bit of a bald spot there now. It's all good though. But yeah, she's hair popping. And that's, again, I've been using her quite a good bit. And she's deadly sharp. Now, the Viper I got yesterday, the ZT I got a few days ago. So I haven't really got any use out of those. I haven't really used the VDK either. I also have another knife I'll feature in a couple of more days. Because I'm also going to talk about something on here too. So let's put the knife away. We're going to change gears. Going to change gears into something a little bit more different. Now, you know, we talk about all sorts of shit on this channel, all sorts of crap. Knives, coins, me just ranting about stupid shit. My truck. Can I tell you about my truck real quick? 2018 Chevrolet Colorado. Awesome truck. Glad I got it. Wife still has her Equinox. I have the truck. It is an absolute... It's awesome. Anyway, I'll take you guys over there here in a little while, if I have time, and let you guys see it. It's a really nice truck. My wife picked it out. And that's another thing. I don't think I've posted and told you guys that we actually got married back in February. Actually, we had been together for about 10 years. We were talking to each other in 2010, and we made it official in 2010. And then February of 2020, we got married. Actually, legally married, which is great. She's a phenomenal lady. I complain about her sometimes. I mean, shit, who don't? But yeah, she's a phenomenal woman. Can't ask for any better. She allows me to buy stupid shit like this. But we're gonna put that away, and we're gonna switch gears here. And we're gonna be dead honest about something here. A lot of you people know I am a staunch Republican. I am about the Second Amendment. Huge Trump supporter. A lot of people ask me why I support the president. Well, one, he is our president. Let's just go ahead and get that fact out of the way right now. He is our president. No matter if you accept that, if you don't, whatever, he is our president. Plain and simple. No way around it. Whether you like the man, whether you don't like the man. And here's the thing. It's really hard to dislike someone that you don't know. We see what we see in the news. We see what we see on TV. But we don't actually know him. Personally, we really don't. We don't know what demeanor he has when he's mad. We don't know what demeanor he has when he's upset. We don't know diddly shit about him other than what, is portrayed in the news or what's portrayed wherever or whatever. Oh, but that's the thing. We don't know the man. I mean, so how can you be mad at somebody or upset at somebody that you don't know, that you don't physically know? I don't understand that. Like, how is that possible? I really, I don't. It kind of boggles my mind a little bit, and it's just crazy to me. Just really, 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 really crazy to me. Excuse me. Dr. Pepper time. That's just a little local gas station we have here in my town called Stop a Minute. That's not even relevant. But Democrats. Let's talk about Democrat and Republican here for a minute. And everybody wants to talk about switching and where Democrats are going and blah blah blah. Well, here's the thing. There's really no switch. There was no switch. There's more of a shift. If you understand what I mean. Republicans, we are the party of Lincoln. Don't know if a lot of people realize that. So whenever somebody calls a Republican racist, it's really a really big slap in the face to us because none of us are racist. I mean, we are the party of Lincoln. And if we look back in our history books, we'll know that Lincoln did away with slavery. Sorry, I see something move. I'm like a dog when I see a squirrel. Squirrel! And I see something move. Anyway, we are the party of Lincoln. And Lincoln, as we know, abolished slavery. That's who we're the party of. I mean, we are the party of Lincoln. I mean, how can we be racist when we're the party that abolished slavery? And as a black person, as a person of color, as a whatever you want to call yourself, how can you support a group like the Democrats who have fought for slavery, fought to keep schools segregated, fought to keep all this hate within our country? How can you support something like that? And yes, it's 100% true. Go back. All these racist, again, I'm Southern hell, all these racist Southern Democrats, that's what they were. I mean, let's be honest here. Again, this is a channel of honesty. Let's be honest here. These guys were racist. They hated blacks, Jews, colored, whatever you want to be called, whatever, African American, and that's another word that really kind of just drives me insane, because the name African American, you can't call yourself an actual African. I could be an African American for all I know. I'm not. But not knowing my lineage, but I do know my lineage, I could be an African American and not know. I mean, I'm neon white here. Hell, I'm whiter than this door over here to my right. I mean, it's insane. Like, African American would say that you have descendants from Africa, or your descendants are African. Or you're from Africa, but you're American. But you're not from Africa. Unless you can trace your roots directly to slaves and all that. Because let's just hold the fucking phone for a minute. Not every black person or African American or whatever you want to be called, not every single one can trace their roots back to slavery. Is this thing on? Hello? 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 Is this thing on? Is it on? I'm hoping it's on. I'm hoping you guys hear me.